Yo, what up? This is Legendary Gamer Kenan, and we're back with another review of Dragon Ball Z Super Episode 105. And this one is focused heavily on Master Roshi. We get to see finally him with some action. And it starts off with Master Roshi just walking by idly, watching all the other fighters and see what they're capable of. Most likely he's been analyzing all everyone's strategy move, and he's revealed when Kawaii, the sexy female with similar abilities to mine, jumps at her with a hammer. So far, she can use her energy to turn them into weapons of any sort, which is actually similar to my ability, but we'll get to that later in the future. But it turns out I'm not sure she was able to manage to catch her spirit thing and break it. As she actually watched her movement and everyone else's to see how they're capable of. So this Master Roshi, which I like more a lot, because this Master Roshi, since he's an expert, been around for so long, he knows all the people's how they fight, how they handle, and like he's using his technique, which is something I really like in fighting, where it's not always about powering up; it's just about watching techniques. This is why I like this episode a lot. And Kawi couldn't. Kawi says she has another trick, another ability he hasn't seen yet. Of course, this is learning a master but we're gonna see a little bit of lust. So she starts like seducing Master Roshi, which was like it's not gonna work. He's trained. Nope, it worked and caught him off guard for a bit. And but he was able to avoid it just in time by just avoiding grabbing it anyway. And now Master Roshi talks about how he's serious about his stuff, his how his training is, and so he transformed into his more muscle form, which which scares the hell out of Kawaii, thinking that he's probably Roshi should probably rape him, like I'm like she wants to get married, but not by him, and she's just running away, not paying attention. She just jumps out of the ring, like she doesn't care. She just wants to get away from Master Roshi at all, because as a perfect old person, so that basically gets her eliminated. But Kawaii didn't really care about winning the tournament at all. He just wanted to get away from Master Roshi. But then he bumps into another female, with the name of Dekori. Dekori, I think that was her name, right? And her master, she has like many techniques, which causes illusion and all that. So Dekori said that you can't really observe all of Dekori's tricks because there's like so many. So basically, he turns to illusion. Now Shadow, he went up the wall. There's a giant Dekori, hot by the way, and can't really fight with. And there's a one under him as he lands. There's another one, so it traps her. And Master Roshi already is well prepared for that. As Master Roshi stated that he was picked correct because unlike Goku, which we'll see like he's being trapped, he goes head first, letting his guard down oh so many times, letting his guard down, and getting trapped by this other blue blob thing. Not sure who he is. I'm gonna research him later. And Master Roshi says like Master Roshi thinks with his mind and always well aware of what he's getting into before the fight even started. And so he's prepared by using the Mafuba technique to trap her into the bottle and to stall her out. I mean, which was amazing to be by the Mafuba in a way. Krillin one of it is like if that used too much energy, Goku, Master Roshi turn around and it's like he's fine, man. And of course he gets attacked from behind, similar to what Krillin did, except Master Roshi was eliminated. Krillin seems to be impressed, and he's trying to like get Beerus to be impressed with him, but due to the whole incident with the whole what's it called, the Mafuba technique, Universe 4 God of Destruction Kitara, Mickey Mouse, gets upset because he's using an item which is a ban against move. Beerus debates with his technique, and they start going back and forth until they finally meet up, but it gets interrupted by the two Stewies, aka Zenos, getting like have a serious face. We think it's cool, it's allowed, and they're like, oh, it's cool, it's fine, alright, it's fine. So I guess I'm starting to think those have they're favoring Universe 7. because of Goku. But we'll get to that in a moment. As we fight one of the spies from earlier, Ganos. I think it's Ganos like a trick name for Genos from the Super Mario RPG because they have the similar name to it. Anyway, Ganos is pretty much not a challenger for Master Roshi because his technique is kind of like straightforward, kind of sloppy, similar to Goku's. He just knows how to dodge and counter, like not even. And then he goes into his Rock Hawk form, his little bird form, which is similar to Rock Hawk from the game Super Mario Thousand Year Door, which I love that game, and Rock Hawk was an awesome character in the game. And it same result. I mean, though he's young, it's basically the balance between young and inexperienced versus old and experienced. So while this one's full of energy, he's not really hitting Master Roshi because he's really predictable. He's straightforward in his attack and just messing around with him all at this point. That gives the experience. But however, Ganos' trick, like he gets stronger every time the battle goes on, which is how it's supposed to be, similar to Hit, and he's getting stronger and stronger to the point where he can just like make contact with Master Roshi. And Master Roshi is in kind of a big trouble at this point because now he's hitting him hard, and Master Roshi, because he's older, can't really take it. And we see a little bit of disrespect from Ganos about the age, which he's trying to counter for. Master saying the guy's saying being inexperienced. So he wasn't ready to back down for a second, so he just powered up. So he just was charging for was full power, charging for a Kamehameha. So Ganos hits him with a hard electricity, but it's not making him flinch. That full power form is really amazing. Though Ganos did say like he like a he really good, but then he's still good now. He's just not as sturdy. And he uses a Kamehameha, blasts him all the way and knocks out Ganos. Master Roshi was able to eliminate 3 of the Universe 14, which is a very impressive feat, similar to Krillin eliminating some of them. And even Beerus shows respect for Master Roshi. He asked Krillin for his name. Now he doesn't want to call him old man anymore. He wants to call him by his name. I think this is after the fact that this is when Master Roshi starts to collapse because he took way too much damage and Krillin and Goku army. Goku doesn't care about the fight more. He powers up the Super Saiyan Blue to escape that blob form and rushes over to Master Roshi. Krillin tries to get in the ring, but Shen pulls him back, saying, "No, you can't go back in." Which I agree with both of them. Like we know that Krillin and Master Roshi, and Goku worked trained together since they were kids. Goku does the same thing that he used to revive himself after his battle with Hit. And he kept like his energy until he gets one big one, and was able to bring back Master Roshi. Man, if it wasn't for the spoilers I had like when I was clicking the video, I would have been really like sad if Master Roshi really were dead like that. But he's fine, which does end my prediction from like before I thought Master Roshi would be eliminated because of his reaction. But it turns out that he's still going to be staying. He probably get eliminated next because he's nowhere in the right condition to do it, but who knows, man. I was wrong about this one. I could be wrong about this one. This was probably one of my favorite. It could be my favorite episode from all this arc. It shows how much Master Roshi, the history of Master Roshi, like his past, how we know he's pervy, but how he's just his technique. He understands anyone. He's just observing. That's how a master works. Observe his opponents and know how he fights before engaging. He is really a true fighter. I thought Krillin had more fighting, but Master Roshi, there's a reason he's called Master Roshi. He's a combat genius, and a very worthy opponent for myself. But that was the episode. I really loved this episode. Master Roshi shined really hard in this episode. And the next episode was it's probably gonna be decent because it's about finding an unknown sniper, which is really cool. He's probably on Universe 3. I hope this got better than that Super Warrior that Kaba threw. That pissed me off when Kaba threw that Super Warrior warrior that they build him up for. With just one punch. It was dumb, man. I mean, there's hate points for Kaba. Like seriously, man, we clearly have had a lot of potential, but maybe the snipers from Universe 3 or something. I'm not sure. We'll see in the next episode. Anyway, this is awesome. I love Master Roshi in this episode. This is where Master Roshi shined, and I can't. And I maybe this will be the last push he gets, which is I hope not. But we get to see what Master Roshi really is. All right, this has been Kenan von Kaiser, Legendary Gamer. Remember, I'm not OP. I'm just that good. See ya.
It's time to jump up in the air.